Hey guys, in this tutorial we'll learn how we can read Excel file using Apache POI. And before starting this tutorial, we will see like what we are going to cover in this tutorial. Here I listed these points. What is Apache POI? Download Apache POI. Then we'll create an Excel data sheet or data file, you can say, test data file. We'll incorporate all the jar files which are there under Apache POI, and then we'll write the script. So first of all, what is Apache POI? Apache POI is nothing but it's a project which is providing pure Java libraries and to read and write Excel files, Word files or PowerPoints, like all the Microsoft Office related files, you can say, right? So that's why we will use Apache POI while we write the script. Okay. So to download the Apache POI, you can simply go and type Apache POI download. So it will take to their official website. Click on the first link. You will come here. Here you can see the first link. The latest stable release is Apache POI 3.17. Click on this one, and here it's showing binary files and source files. So source we are not worried. We need the binary files. So the first link is star.zip, which is basically used for Linux or your Mac, right? So the second one is .zip file. This one is used for Windows. So if you have Windows machine, you can download this folder, and if you have Mac or like any Linux machine, then you can download this one, right? So I do have Windows machine. I'll click on this one. It will come to this page, and where we can see many other sites, right? So these backup sites and mirror image, so we are not worried about those things. So let's click on this first this file, right? Zip folder. Once you click on this, it will start downloading this one. Okay, so once the download will complete, since I already have this, let me pause this one. So let's go there, and it will be in this form, POI bin, and once you will extract this one or unzip this one, it will be like this, right? So these files, and there you can see some more folders as well which has jar files. So you can do this, you can copy and paste them here, and same thing you can do with these jar files, because one will incorporate the jar files in our script. Then instead of going one by one to these folders, we can select all these jar files and we can incorporate, okay, one time. So jar files downloading is done, right? And now we can start writing our test script. So let's create a new class, okay, and this class would be read Excel, okay, and there you go. I'll use this main method in this, okay. So finish. So first, okay, let's see how we can read or write in a file. So first of all, if you want to read a file, what you need practically, if you'll see, first of all you need a file, right? You should have file or book, right? A book as a file. So then you need to open that book, right? Second step. Then you need to move to that particular page where you want to start, you can start reading, right? And then the point, like from where you'll start reading, right? Like the first was on page, and then on page that particular point or paragraph, right? So same thing will apply here. So we'll use file class, and then we'll create an object for this equal to new file, and here we'll okay, so I forgot to tell you the another points, right, which we have mentioned here, like create test data file. So I have created this test data file here. So you can see this one. This is test data file which has like multiple records like username and password, right? And this has some other sheet as well, right? so we load this file. So we can do one thing, we can download this file. So I already have this file here. So this one you can see, right? And you can create your own files. Alright, so test data file, and then we need to open this file, right? So let's copy paste this link. Okay, Control C and then go to your Selenium, Eclipse. Okay, so then in Java it will not accept single forward slash in a path, so you need to make it double, and then error will go away, right? So now it's showing. Okay, so once you move your mouse over on this class name, so it will ask you to import the package from where this class is coming. So this class is coming from this package, java.io. io means input output. Okay, so now we have loaded that file. Now we'll use file input stream. So we will create an object for this, and then new and we'll pass that source parameter here, source object here. So what it will do, it will actually load this test data XLS file in the form of bytes, right? And this file input stream class is also coming from which package? Move your mouse over on this one, from same java.input output. So whatever the input output operation you want to perform, they all are coming from java.io package, right? Now it's throwing an exception, so let's use this, and you can throw base exception, basic one, the exception, so that error is now gone, right? Since this is not used, you can remove this one on it. And now the file is loaded, right? So your Excel file is loaded now. Sorry, so this one, right? And this whole page is known as like everything, including on this sheet, this is workbook. So now on this workbook we can have multiple sheets, right? So this whole all sheets on this workbook are now loaded. So let's come to this workbook first, since the file got opened. So for that we'll use SSF workbook. So this class is coming from Apache POI, that's why we have included those jar files, and I don't think we have incorporated those jar files here. So let's see, otherwise it will keep on showing. See, I can't see that from which package they are coming. So let me incorporate those files, jar files. Come over here, right click, build path, configure build path, libraries, add external jars, and I told you we can go to POI 3.16, and I copy pasted all jar files on this folder. So let's select all the jar files, open, okay, and done, right? So now if you click on this, okay, let me first complete this one. Workbook will create an object for this, new XSSF workbook, okay, and we can pass the object of FIS in this one, right? So now you can see this class is coming from Apache POI XSF user model, right? From this package you can import this one. That has gone now. So I want to tell you one thing here. So in our case, you can see this Excel file here in this folder. So this has, if you'll see here, or let me show in the script. So here you can see this has the extension XLSX, right? If you have XLSX as an extension, so then you can use XSF workbook. Otherwise you can use SSF workbook. Rest would be same. Okay, so if it is XLS, then you can use SSF workbook. If it is XLSX, then you can use this class, right? So rest would be same. Now we are here actually. Sorry. So this whole workbook is loaded. Now we need to go to that particular sheet on which we want to read the data. So let's go here. WD dot get sheet. So here you can see we have many methods: get sheet using string argument, get sheet using index, right? So we can use any one. So in this string argument you can use a sheet name. If you have one particular name you give to your sheet, or you can use sheet index. So index is always starting from 0. So this one is 0, this one is 1. Okay, so let's go back. Get sheet, get index. So index is 0, right? And this sheet you will get in a variable which is would be type of let me do this. I want to let you know how it will change that variable. So I am just taking this string and sheet 1. So now it will keep on showing this error because the return type can't be string since it is written as sheet. So it would be XSF sheet. So this is also coming from Apache POI, right? So these two are coming from Apache POI. Now you are here actually. You came to your sheet, okay, this sheet number 1. Now you need to pick the data from any data, any record, you can say username and password. Okay, so let's print that one. Okay, so what is the method? Sheet 1 dot, so this is sheet 1 dot get row, okay, int row number. So from which row you want to pick the data. So here you can see this is 0 0 1 2 3 4. So we'll go with index wise, don't go with this 1 2 3. So if you'll pass 1, then it will pick this one, test 1 param, and for first column it will take this one, right? So let's see. Now we want to print this value of this column, right? So it's in the first or second row and first column. Okay, so we'll point to this shell. So let's see how we can do that. So sheet 1 dot get row. Get row means like we are want the data of second row dot get column, get shell. So cell index would be 0, right? Dot get string cell value. Okay, so this method will get this value actually, whatever the value this cell has, like test 1 param. Okay, so we can do one thing, we can print this one. Okay, so we are printing this one. Let's see. Okay, so So and same way we can print the password. Okay, let's copy paste this one. I'll explain that to you. So here now you need to change that to password. So here row number would be same and the cell value would be changed, column value. So it would be 1. So now it will point to this one. Okay, India 123. So it is one cell, second column, second row, right? Second row, second column. So now if you run this, it will print those two values on the console. So it's reading the data from that Excel sheet. Let's try to run this. And there you go, right? So it's taking the data test1param@gmail.com, India 123, correct? So the data is coming from this sheet, test data XML. So let me open this one. Maybe it has some different records, not the same which I showed you. So yeah, it has 3 records, but the second row and column is same, test1param, India 123. So it's taking this data. Let me close this one. So now you know like how we can read this data from Excel sheet, and we are going to use this whole process in our next tutorial, like where we are using data driven framework using by reading the data from Excel sheet. Okay, so have a great day guys, and thanks for visiting and watching this one. So please comment this and like and subscribe my channel. So if you have any comment, then leave the comment. If you have an issue, then I'll get back to you. And keep on commenting so that I can improvise myself if somewhere like you guys are feeling that I need to improve this. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.